Hey, everybody. Sorry to get situated here. I wanted to come live today because I've been showing you some ways recently through Facebook Marketplace to make a little extra fun money. And I'm getting ready to show you another way this week that I know from past experience will not be super popular because a lot of people are nervous about it. And it got me to thinking. I've asked recently on my profile and in this group, what would you do if you had an unlimited amount of money? And I love asking that question because some of the answers are really funny and some of them are really neat, but also a lot of them are things that people could be doing right now, even without an unlimited amount of money. And it makes me want to message them and say, hey, you said you wanted to end homelessness. And even though you might not be able to end it without an unlimited amount of money, have you started doing anything towards that? There are things you could do on a smaller level and let's get started. This is kind of exciting. Or, there are a million other examples. But the one that really made me think the other day was I talked to someone that I had never talked to before, and she was telling me that throughout her whole life, she had never had money. She didn't have a lot of experiences, and she had all these um, things in her life that she said didn't look good on paper. She said, my life does not look good on paper, and I would like to change that. And that really struck me. And some of the things that were her goals were things that I could leave and do tomorrow. They were very reachable goals for her and really for anybody. And I said to her, hey, there are two things that you can do right now for free that will help you reach that goal. And I told her about my book club that I'm in and how much that has helped me to meet with these people a few times a week and read these self improvement books and set goals and do new things in my life. And it's free, it's on Zoom, you don't have to leave your house. And then I told her about joining this group where I would offer suggestions on how to bring additional money into her life to meet these goals. And she said, oh, yeah, that sounds great. And then immediately the fear crept into her voice. And she said, oh, I don't know if I'll always be able to get books for a book club. And oops, I don't know how that will work with my schedule. I don't, and she started to back out of it. And she hasn't joined either group. And I was thinking about it this morning and actually talked to my book club about it. And I said, some of these people, these suggestions would really help them and they don't want to do it. And one of the other ladies in my book club said, I've been there. I remember that feeling. You're scared to step out of your comfort zone and lose what you already do have. And even if it's something as small as joining a Zoom book club or joining a group like this where there are free trainings and free information given, that's not going to hurt anything, but you don't want to do that um, sometimes because it just feels like one more thing to do and one more unexplored avenue. I have a million of them myself. That feeling is that's what stops me from doing things because I feel like I can't add one more thing to my schedule and I can't learn one more thing today. I do not have time for that. But what I have found out is that when I make time for those things and I do learn them, it ends up benefiting me greatly. So I'm curious to hear, um, you're watching this video. Let me know. I know a lot of you already answered that question in here. Um, what stops you from trying something new, or what do you feel like stops you from being successful? But as I go through the training this week, I I already mentioned in a post I'm going to talk to you about driving for Lyft and Uber. Um, this is a side hustle I've had for a while, And I've done trainings on it in the past, and not very many people are interested. But I'm going to tell you something that might make you a little bit more interested. They are both offering up a stimulus package to get people to drive. So, since the world is reopening, people are getting vaccinated and they feel more comfortable about going out. Um, this week alone, if I give 3 rides for Uber, 3 rides, which I could do in an hour, I will get a $100 bonus. If I give 10 rides for Lyft, I will get a $100 bonus. That's a little more. That might take, if it's busy, that could be done in 2 hours, but it could take longer. However, on top of that, you get paid your rate per ride and tips too. So that's going to end up being some really good money. I haven't done this for a long time. And I went and got my car inspected the other day, and I got the insurance added back on, and I'll be out there doing it because I can't pass up that kind of very easy money. So I hope that you'll tune in for some of this training this week. And I am going to do a more in-depth training on the Facebook Marketplace also. But since this is real life, I'll let you know I got distracted by, I'm making $100 over here selling this stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but it's taking here and there and patching it together where I can go drive and just boom, I could make that money in an hour. So my attention is completely shifting there, and I'm going to do that now because this stimulus that they are offering to drivers won't last. It will be maybe a month, 2 tops. And I'm going to take advantage of that because that is some really good extra money in my pocket that I'd like to have. And in the meantime, I'll show you, and I'll also tell you they have a bonus right now for new drivers. If I refer somebody, I get paid $800 and they get guaranteed $1,200 in the first month for driving. That's a pretty good amount of money. So stay tuned because I did learn the hard way about some of the ins and outs of driving for those rideshare companies. And I'll tell you, most people don't want to do it because they think it's scary, and that is not true. It hasn't been for me anyway. I've had one iffy ride, but otherwise it's been fine. And I've really learned to make my car like literally a rolling moneymaker. I've got other ways that I make money while I'm driving. So, all right, stay tuned this week and let me know what new thing, if you're willing to try new things to change your financial situation. I know there are a ton of you that have answered in the group questions that you don't have enough money at the end of every month. So this is something that you'll want to pay attention to. All right, I'll see you later.